Girl math is when you use Afterpay for literally everything.
All right, y'all, it's officially been a year since I filed bankruptcy.
I even think that Afterpay counts. Afterpay doesn't count because you're not paying it right then and there.
I'm 22 years old and I am in $91,300 worth of debt.
Math isn't cute. It's getting you into trouble.
Every single month I was spending maybe like £300.
I'm gonna buy what I want. I'm gonna figure out the rest later. You don't have to be earning 6 figures to become financially literate.
I'm drowning in credit card debt.
Proud member of the Afterpay community.
The key to having money is to live like you're broke.
No matter how much money you have or how much money you make, if you don't know how to properly manage your money or how to budget your money, you will always be broke.
A woman without money is a woman without power.
Grab a notebook, grab a cup of tea.
Oh, hey girl.
And your listening ears, because this is important.
I am 22 years old and I am in $91,300 worth of debt and I am filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy today.
22 years old. Did she say that? Hold on, wait. I gotta remind her back. No, she didn't say that.
A woman without money is a woman without power.
Grab a notebook, grab a cup of tea.
Oh, hey girl.
And your listening ears, because this is important.
I am 22 years old and I am in $91,300 worth of debt and I am filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy today.
Now, I'm sure she has some college debt in there, but if that's not college debt, if that's all credit card debt or Afterpay debt, you're crazy. You see, they get caught up with these things and then they get with the guy and say, I need someone to lighten the load. This is what men are running from. This is it. Pay attention.
Some of these ladies out here, bro, they just broke, bro. They don't got any money, bro.
I mean, he's not wrong. Something very odd is going on. A conspiracy, if you will. And on the surface, it makes no sense. Why, at the exact moment us women gained the most financial power we've ever had in the history of civilization, have the girls been more broke than ever? Bankrupt at 20.
Filed for bankruptcy yesterday.
And I want to give a shout out to the creator. This is from Stephanie Lange on YouTube. Definitely show us some more.
It's not funny. It's kind of funny.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sierra, and I am filing for Chapter 7 bankruptcy.
All right, y'all, it's officially been a year since I filed bankruptcy.
As you can see, I am going to the lawyer's office to file for bankruptcy.
Thousands of dollars of debt before 30. Fake luxurious lifestyles with empty bank accounts. The girls aren't getting rich. The girls...
This is not the American dream, you know. And then they say, oh, well, rich people do it all the time. That's why the country is struggling. They're trying to do away with no more of these college loans. And they're going to try to do away with this too. Pretty soon, I'm sure. They're going to say, wait a minute, Afterpay? That's more debt. Get rid of Afterpay. I can see Trump now. No Afterpay. Cancel Afterpay. No more debt.
Are going broke.
This girl has no money!
Yeah.
Picture this. It's Monday night. You're at home, you're bored, scrolling TikTok or Instagram, and an ad pops up. Some beautiful girls showing off their beautiful bodies in their new activewear, or some other glowing girl showing off her glistening skin using her new skincare range, or your favorite fashion influencer posts a story showing off her new $500 coat for winter or new shoes. You're already bored.
They're funding their life with Afterpay. You gotta be kidding me. No, that's not happening. How did you find this out, Stephanie? How did you find this out? Well, she's a girl. You know, they talk.
You're already subconsciously looking for a dopamine hit. So what do? You go to that online shop. You don't even need to leave your couch. I mean, you probably don't have the money to spend on a $500 coat on a whim, but it's okay. You'll just Afterpay it. Put it on Klarna. $41 per month instead of a $500 hit up front seems so small, so doable, so easy. And you'll get that gorgeous coat straight away. You'll feel that buzz, that little burst of excitement. Yay, something shiny and new.
Super excited.
And your brain is like, ooh, that was fun. Let's do that again.
Girl math is when you use Afterpay for literally everything. So when you buy a $100 pair of shoes and you only have to pay $25 that day, and then the pair of shoes show up at my apartment 3 days later, the shoes are $25. Why do I care if in 2 months I have to pay another $25? I don't know me 2 months from now. She can deal with.
Are you crazy? They're not responsible. As a man, you got to figure out what type of girl am I dealing with. Look for the telltale signs, right? when you see her order the most expensive thing on the menu. Well, guys are not going on dates, but still, you take a girl on a date, she orders the most expensive thing. Oh, I want to see if you can afford my lifestyle. Run. Don't just run. Run very fast. Guys got to start running track on a treadmill or going to the track and running some fast laps, right? I'm talking about not 100s because you'll be tired and she'll keep trucking along and catch up to you. I'm talking about start running the 800s. Forget that. Run half marathons. That's what you got to run with those running shoes that they with that track guy that's most famous for. You know those those new style running shoes with the grips like this on the back and kind of grabs the road. You need one of those.
Before you know it, you've racked up hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars of debt because you were bored and looking for a dopamine hit, and social media has become a sly form of advertising and shopping and entertainment, all wrapped up into one very dangerous package.
I'm like low-key a liability because I don't even think that Afterpay like counts. Like Afterpay doesn't count because you're not paying it right then and there. So it's like not a purchase.
Tell the truth. Is that you? Come here. Look me in the eye. Stop. At the risk of sounding like your very stern grandmother, shopping should never be used as a form of entertainment or something to do when you're bored. That is a brilliant way of overspending and going into debt fast. The idea of buy now, pay later is not new. It's been around for decades. But back then, you actually had to fill out a bunch of paperwork and prove your income and ability to repay the money. Now, the lure of buy now, pay later is right there on your phone or laptop.
These people just giving it out. It's just like Houston Rodeo. They want debt. You know, I even see that out here in the Philippines. But the apps, the debt apps they have, like you get loans. They're trying to make it fair. Everybody's trying to get their hand in there and make some extra money, but it's all over the world. This is a worldwide thing.
No fiddly paperwork involved. So easy, it's almost criminal. And then you realize that a whole new world has opened up. You can buy basically everything on your lust list without even needing the money to pay for it. So you buy it all on Klarna, on Afterpay.
Here's what people don't understand about Klarna. This new form of microdebt has been packaged to us with pink branding and friendly wording, but let's call it what it is. It's debt.
You're delighted because now you have new skincare, new makeup, new outfits, and you spent hardly any money. It's fine, right? You can just, that's a problem that future you can deal with.
Is that Floyd Mayweather in the back? Like Floyd Mayweather. No, that wasn't Floyd.
With future you can pay the rest.
Wow.
You get that hit of dopamine, and you're barely out of pocket. It's a win-win, right?
You know what? I'm just gonna say it because I think we need to stop the hate and the stigma. I am a proud member of the Afterpay community. Being someone that has a raging shopping addiction.
Debt. They're hoarders. Debt acquirers. Run! Get to the chopper!
Immediately! It just makes me feel better about all the money I'm constantly spending. For example, today I placed a Sephora order and it was like $170. You know how much better I felt about myself financially knowing that I was paying $43 today as opposed to paying $170 today? My shelves are full of makeup. I can't really mentally justify buying more makeup, but I mean, hey, it's only $43.
Then the next month rolls around and suddenly you're hit with a bill.
Get to the chopper!
And you get a bit of a shock. And then the next month rolls around and you've got another bill, and so on and so on and so on until you're like, shit, I spent a lot of money and I don't got that money.
I have got a secret and it's about Klarna. Didn't realise how bad and easy it was to spend on Klarna, and now I owe them £800.
And it's such a scam. Here you are, buying everything your heart desires, treating it like self-care. You're making yourself happy in the moment until you realize that you are very in debt, you owe a lot of money, you have a lot of clothes and things, and no money to pay your rent or buy food, feed your children.
I am a mum of two. Definitely I'm someone that just should not use Klarna, buy now, pay later.
You have two children. She looks disheveled. She's an old buyer, I can tell. She can't afford her rent. She looks like she can't afford makeup. Well, she used all her money on makeup, broke her out, gave her a rash. Now she can't use makeup. I could only imagine. These girls are in turmoil. Look at her.
Clear pay, all those different things. And then I was getting to the point where I was still wanting to get a dopamine hit from spending. So I would just turn to Klarna. Every single month I was spending maybe like £300. The next month being like, oh, I've got that £300 to pay off. Just not realising how toxic it was and how bad it was for how I manage my money.
A new dress or product is not worth that kind of stress. Honestly, you're smarter than that.
If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Afterpay is not the answer.
Can we also acknowledge that for us girls, shopping has become a form of entertainment, which is hugely problematic for us.
Let's do some online shopping together and let's make it no budget. I'm going to a trip. Best believe we're gonna take advantage of that. Let's get nice and cozy because the girl is about to spend money. It's currently $7.59. See how much we spend and how long it takes us.
What feels like fun is actually slow.
She was doing content. They're doing content. Going broke. They were already broke. I know the title says now they're broke. These girls were already broke, but they got free money to be more broke. Look at her. She's miserable.
Slowly ruining us financially, throwing us into debt with a full closet. Thankfully, not everyone is on a downward spiral of financial doom. And fortunately, saving money and being frugal and having a budget and investing is actually starting to become popular. With influencers like Mia McGrath, who I adore, who coined the term frugal chic.
If you see yourself as very elegant, classy and tasteful, but at the same time financially savvy and money-minded, then you may just be frugal chic. She's a girl that's chasing financial freedom, but not sacrificing style on the way there.
Encouraging her followers to...
Well, you can do that. Because me, I'm one of those, when I was in the West, right? Go to, what's that, Marshalls? Woo! I get fly Marshalls. TJ Maxx, I didn't really shop there, but Marshalls, boy, I find some deals at Marshalls. I wouldn't go to Macy's, but Marshalls, that price. I love going to Marshalls. Always got my shirts there. I would go there, get my shirts, pants. So I like shopping. So how it would be is every month I'd go spend $20 on a nice $10 shirt, dress shirt, maybe 15. A nice pair of pants, right? And I would rack up my things like that. I was always that kind of guy. My mother said she loved that about me because she would give my brothers and sisters money to go to school, and they would take $500, blow it on like a pair of Jordans, and then a pair of jeans, and then five shirts or something like that, right? My moms would give me that money. I'm coming home with like 20 outfits. She always said that. I love giving you money. You stretch it out, make it last the whole year. Gotta be like that. I don't know what it was. I just was always like that.
Live on less than they make. What a shocking concept. Be intentional with your spending and learn how to invest.
If you want to start investing but you just don't get it, this is the video for you. You've probably heard a million people say you need to invest, but no one actually tells you how to do it.
To TikTokers with over 1 million followers who refuse to join the ranks of all the other broke influencers.
Call me cheap, call me boring, call me whatever you want, but I live by one rule, which is just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should be buying it. And I think that's exactly why most influencers go broke after a few years, because they're not intentional with their spending. And as someone who grew up with a family that struggled with money, moving constantly, having an addict parent, I experienced firsthand what it's like to go without, and I promised myself I would never let that be me or my future family. So yes, even now with having over 1 million followers, I still buy drugstore makeup, still DIY my hair, my nails, my lashes, my tan, literally everything.
Support this girl. Girls need to watch her. She doesn't look flashy. She looks like she takes care of herself, but that looks like a regular Marshalls. She got that at Marshalls. I bet you she shops at Marshalls.
I still wear fake ass jewelry from Amazon and buy dupes. And it's not because I can't afford these things now. I'm so grateful to be in the position where I do have money for them. But simply put, I don't want to spend my money on it when I can do it myself.
It's about looking good, not spending and fronting. Like seriously, I'm not lying. You guys see me in suits, right? Every time I'm wearing a suit, I buy my suits out here, right? So my suits, say for instance, my beige suit that I wear all the time. That suit may have ran me, I think, $120. And then all my suits like around $100. I'm not buying $400, $500, $1,000 suits. Oh no. It looks nice though, right? Yeah, those are cheap suits.
And I'm not at all ashamed to admit these things because I choose very wisely what I do spend my money on.
She's doing the same thing I do. I told you guys I'm getting my gym equipment, right? For my private home. Guys, I bought a treadmill. 7,000 pesos. That's $140. I'm going to buy another one, a matching one, so I can be on one and my wife was on the other. 7,000 pesos. I got my punching man, right? I spent about what? Altogether $200. And then I'm going to get a Smith machine for around $600. So I'm going to mess around and have a complete gym. And then I don't have to go to a gym, pay membership. What's that, $40 a month? It adds up. But I'll have my equipment forever. Except for like the treadmill that may break. But still, I won't be using it every day because I can go outside and walk. I'll be using it as extra. This is what it's about. This is the way.
Financially literate, getting your and having a budget and learning how to spend, save, and invest your money is not just responsible, it's sexy. Spending everything you make and then some, going into debt because you're bored and you need a dopamine hit, we've all been there, or buying expensive items that, let's be honest, you don't need, you probably don't even like if you stop and think about it. I mean, some of that stuff is bloody hideous. Just to impress people who aren't even looking at you because we're all too focused on our own lives is not cool, it's not luxurious, it's not aspirational, it's gonna get you into trouble.
Just my finances. Like,
why are you, I remember this. Why are you crying about going to Bloomingdale's? You should be honored. I don't know, but to me, I think Bloomingdale's may be too expensive. I'm just saying. Hey, call me cheap all you want, right? That's the way to live.
the budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
I know I sound like I'm yelling at you and I'm lecturing you, but it's because I care. You know what's sexy as a
H&M, she said. H&M, sorry.
woman? Being financially responsible for yourself. Girl math isn't cute. It's getting you into trouble, putting you into debt, or making you feel like, I don't need to learn about finances. I'm just a girl.
Last week, I put $20 on my Starbucks card. That's free money. That's not my money, okay? So I go to Starbucks and I buy a $6 drink. That drink is free. That's girl math.
I'm Canadian and I'm going shopping across the border in the States. So I exchanged some money for Americans. So everything I buy today will be free because not only am I paying in cash, but this isn't my currency. So it's like Monopoly money.
I love that we're all loving girl math so much. If you buy something with cash, especially if it was found in a pocket and you didn't know you had it, it's free. Girl math. If you return something and the money gets put on a gift card and then you spend the gift card later, also free. Girl math.
No, having it together is the goal.
Girl math to me is a complete scam, and you can't convince me otherwise. Look, I know the trend has been started as a joke, as something kind of cute, but to me there's nothing cute about a woman who's financially struggling. And I think when you start manipulating the narrative to convince yourself that you're saving money or making it somehow, like if you did a return or got half off on something, whatever the girl mathy girls like to do, to me it really feels like you're giving away so much of your power. And the girlies deserve better than that.
And you might be watching this and thinking, Steph, save your breath. I am never going to learn how to budget or save my money. I want to live. I'm going to buy what I want. I'm going to figure out the rest later. I get it. I mean, that's how I naturally am too. I'm not a saver at heart. I'm a spender. I hate numbers. They roll around in my head and they merge together, and quite frankly, they make zero sense to me. But there comes a point in life where you do have to become financially literate and control your money, or girl, it's going to control you.
If there's one thing I believe, it's that hot girls are financially literate. And by that, I mean being financially...
I mean, we're all young at one point, but you have to grow up. You do. You have to grow up and you have to learn, right? I wasn't responsible when I was younger, but when you're not a child anymore, you put away childish things.
Knowledgeable and independent is truly one of the most empowering things you can do, especially as a female. And I swear men try to gatekeep investing and make it seem harder than it is.
Now, I know that in the past, saving and budgeting and spending less than you earn sounded really damn boring. I get you, because I feel like that too. So I had to totally change my mindset, and you can too. It's kind of like being on a diet, right? If you tell yourself, I can't have chocolate, all you're gonna think about is chocolate. All you're gonna wanna eat is chocolate, because you've told yourself you can't have that, so now you want it even more. more. And so unless you have the discipline of a bloody monk, you're gonna eat it. I don't blame you. I would. But instead, if you change your mindset to be that girl who is so invested in fueling her beautiful body with high quality whole foods because she knows it's going to nourish her and it's going to make her feel good, suddenly that chocolate block doesn't seem as appetizing. It's the same with money and saving. You need to change up your financial mindset to make it fun instead of a punishment.
Girl Math needs a rebrand because women have so much specialized and early insight into the e-commerce, fashion, beauty spaces that I feel like we could make so much money on the stock market and perform very well if we put that knowledge to use.
The coolest it girls aren't just spending money, they're also investing it. If you've never bought a stock before or don't know anything about the stock market, that's fine. I was literally in the same boat. I feel like I had a misconception that it's really difficult to get into the stock market. You need a lot of money to invest. That is not the case at all. You literally get an app on your phone and it's kind of like social media. If you know how to use TikTok and Instagram, I guarantee you'll be able to use a trading app.
I hope this is her app. Seriously. If you ever watch this video, you should make your own app. You will get paid. Girls will watch you. It probably is. I don't know, but I would do that.
The beauty influencers I followed when I was younger talked about investing.
The way I see it is I'm buying freedom instead of stuff. I am so sick of seeing my fellow females allowing themselves to fall into financial stress, whether it be by circumstances that they had no control over, or because they just never bothered to learn how to control their finances, or because they simply didn't realize that they could control their money instead of their money controlling them. I feel like men get conditioned from a very young age to make money, get rich, be smart with that money, whereas
We have to. Men are pushed in the corner and told you don't come out of the corner until you make something of yourself. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. That's what happens to us. I'm telling you, this is real. I was in upstate New York like a Shaolin monk. Freezing up there. Couldn't go outside. I went outside when it was summer and hit the track. I was up there planning in the cave. I felt like a cave. I'm like, I was in a cave. I was in my home, right? In a cave until when it's over and come out, oh, I was a bear. I moved upstate to become a bear. I was inside planning on things, doing my online work, and it built me into who I am now. That's what men do.
Girls are almost encouraged to be airheads who don't have a clue what's going on, and I hate that for us.
I'm just a girl. Girl, you or I am just a girling yourself into debt.
Being in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, financial insecurity is so damn stressful, and it can suck the life out of you, figuratively and literally.
I'm drowning in credit card debt, and I don't know what to do.
I have $52 left at the bank to last until Friday. Today is Monday. I have $135 coming out between now and then in credit card debt. A little bit stressed, but this is usually how it is for me most weeks. So if you do the math, we're going to be negative a little over $80, and I also have 33 miles left till empty. I can get away with putting about $15 in my car. Let's just say we're going to be negative about $100. When I say I'm drowning in credit card debt, I truly mean I feel like I'm drowning in credit card debt.
And here's the thing that most people don't realize. You don't have to be earning 6 figures to become financially literate. You can literally be working at McDonald's, earning minimum wage, and still teach yourself to manage your money.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you make. If you don't know how to properly manage your money or how to budget your money, you will always be broke. If every cent does not have an assignment and you don't use those assignments wisely, you will never know where your dollars went. Okay.
It's less about how much you make and more about how well you manage it. You could be earning $400,000 per year, but if you then spend $400,000 per year, at the end of the year, you're going to be broke. The age-old adage, to spend less than you earn, is an age-old adage for a reason. You need to live within your means.
One tip that I learned from the people in my life who are the best with their money is to pretend that you don't have it. The key to having money is to live like you're broke. And I don't mean be a complete cheapskate and never allow yourself anything and never go on vacation, but it's once you enter that next level, that next promotion, whatever, don't all of a sudden break your lease, get a brand new apartment, get a new car, do all of these things, because you're going to be in the same rat race that you were before.
Live within your means. Live within your means.
And I promise you this, learning how to manage your money is actually so fun and so inspiring and so encouraging because it removes stress from your life. It makes you feel more in control, and you'll find that you can actually buy things that you want and not feel that horrible crushing sense of guilt afterwards because you know you've got things managed. You've budgeted for it. You have the money you need to control the other aspects of your life, and now you can afford that thing that you want, and you're not even going into debt to get it. I am going to link some of my favorite financial girlies and frugal content creators, it's like underarm hair, in the description box down below. So head down there if you need some inspo to get you going. These are the girls that I watch when I'm like, I need to kick up the ass. I am spending more than I should be, and it simply will not do. In my humble opinion, there is nothing more attractive or more aspirational than a girl who has her finances in control, whether she earns $20,000 a year or $400,000 a year.
Hot girls save money.
In 2020,
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And same thing for men. You know, there's some men out there, not many, that need to work on their finances, right? Even me, myself, I do as well. But right now, at this time in Earth, I need to spend. But I'll talk about that in another video. Let me continue with this, and then we're going to close it out.
6, being frugal is chic. Saving your money is sexy. Frivolous spending isn't. Having a budget is bougie. Making videos on how much money you wasted in a day on stuff that you don't need, you probably don't even want, and you're gonna throw in the back of your wardrobe and never look at again, that is not it. Believe it or not, investing is fun. Watching your wealth slowly build and slowly grow is very, very satisfying. Way more satisfying than watching your debt grow.
Beloved, I know your credit card bill is high. Okay, so listen to me. Lock in. This is how we're going to save money and also get that dopamine hit, because oftentimes we don't really want the thing. We want the dopamine we've attached to it. This month alone, and the month is not over, I almost impulse bought $750 worth of stuff. So at the end of the month, whatever my number adds up to, I'm going to divide it in half. Half is going to go into savings. Half I'm going to do whatever I want with. Half is important because you're honoring your commitment to save and then also rewarding yourself for that. And that is where the dopamine hit comes from. And with that half you're keeping, this is the time to go through your list and see, after you've sat on it for a little bit, if there's anything you actually do want.
I love you guys. I don't want to lecture you. I just want the best for you.
Yeah, same. And, you know, I think a lot of ladies need to look at this. They do. And I'm happy that she made this video, because what's happening on the internet is you have the bads and then you have good. You have to look at the good, accept it, and run with it. That's when you'll be okay. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the way. We're at what, 66,000 now? We're shooting at 67,000. Let's go all the way to 1 million, but at least to 100,000 first. I say before the year ends, let's kick it up to 100,000, guys. But yeah, other than that, peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.